what's up with the Silver Tongue backstage? Alright, so I want to see everybody's hands in a fucking side! I make some noise!
Here with Jeff of the Expendables. My name's AJ Rivera with the Silver Tongue Online. So Warped Tour, is this your guys' first time on Warped Tour? Yes, we've done like a couple one-offs in the recent years, but this is our first time really doing the whole thing. So name some of your biggest bands and your influences.
I mean, I can say Slightly Stupid, Bob Marley, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Pantera.
What are some of the pros and cons for you of being able to record an album like on your laptop or say going the creative process in the studio?
I think that one of the pros for us on the last album was we used a producer, you know, like an outside ear and listen.
I mean, who's the producer?
We had two actually, El Jefe from X and Larry from the So they came in and helped. Like El Jefe actually co-wrote one of our songs called Donkey Show.
Yeah. What's like one piece of advice that you would give to younger kids who are up-and-coming musicians who want to do what you do in life?
I would say if you want to be in a band, there's a lot of things you can do in music. You don't need to be in a band. You can be a singer, you can be a songwriter. Be in a band. Just make sure you have a good core group of guys with good corporate values that you all can agree on and not break up. I think that's one of the biggest things that bands that stops bands from making it to the levels they wanted to make it to is they break up too early.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks a lot from Silver Tongue and Jeff. Yes, Jeff, not Chris. From the Expendables. Really enjoy your guys' tunes and thanks for the interview.
You guys might or might not know that we, Larry and His Flask, travel the cosmos in a giant spaceship looking for party animals, party beings. Have we found some here in Phoenix today? Well, you know what Mars said when we were there last? Mars said that Earthlings can't fucking party. What do you guys say to that? Fuck Mars. Is that right? What do they fucking know, right? Alright, well, on the count of 4, I want you Earthlings to rise up and show Mars that you guys did come here to Warped Tour to party. That you do know how to party harder than Mars. Are you with me? Are you fucking with me? You are fucking with me, huh?
Rivera with the Silver Tongue here with Adam of D.R.U.G.S. What's up, man? How's Warped Tour been so far for you?
It's been great. It's always fun, you know. It's my 6th Warped Tour. I always love it. It's hot, it's brutal, it's dirty, but it's great.
Yeah. What kind of craziness goes on the road, or are there any like pranks or like good juicy stories you got for me?
The pranks usually end up happening in the last couple of days. So let's see what we get involved in. A week from now, shit might get crazy. Aside from that, just a lot of partying. Yeah, there's so many bands and so much downtime. It's kind of a rage.
Yeah, just kind of get going. Now, question about like the recording of the album. Did you guys hire a producer and go into a big studio, or was a lot of it at home, or?
The John Feldman, the producer, was there from day one. He and Craig had talked about putting this band together. together. Pretty much the day that Greg was let go from G.R.U.G.S, you know, Phil was the first guy he called, said I still want to make a record, I'm not done with the music, and it started there. Phil has an amazing studio at his house. That's where everything kind of went down.
That's where we're at in the country?
In LA.
In LA. Nice. What are some of the pros and cons that you have about people being able to record an album on their laptop, essentially, versus going into the studio with a producer, you know, who knows sound?
Right. There are a lot of pros and cons, like you said. I think the flexibility and the convenience of being able to record, whenever, wherever, you know, with high quality, definitely boosts, you know, possible creativity. But you know, the technology does allow players that aren't really good enough to make a real record.
Yeah.
Still make a real record. I mean, back in the day, you just had to be badass at your instrument or your record sucked.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. You can get away with a lot of bullshit.
Auto-tune and
chop everything up perfectly in time. And there are a lot of bands out there that make great sounding records that go out and can't play it live for the shit.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating as hell, but I guess you take the bad with the good.
Yeah, exactly. Do you feel like music is kind of on the verge of kind of breaking out of the so-called like Great Depression right now? Do you think we're breaking out of it, or do you think we're going deeper into it?
But I like to think that we're on the way back up.
Yeah.
You know, in a positive upward trend. Like you said, the technology allows us the convenience of creating wherever, whenever, high quality. So that should boost creativity. On paper, that's how it should work.
Yeah, that's exactly how it should work. And what advice would you give a young band trying to make it in this new age of rock and roll?
The main thing is songwriting, really. I mean, there's so many more tools for getting your music out there and creating a fan base because of social networking and this and that. But it really still comes down to songwriting, you know. And the thing I always tell young bands is never stop writing, never settle for the handful of songs you have. You know, it's not like you have to put together a 12-song record, press CDs, and do all this kind of shit like you used to. I mean, you can put 2-3 songs up on your Facebook or whatever, and just keep it moving. Never settle for the songs you have. Always try to think outside the box, and just never, ever stop writing.
Yeah. You're here with D.R.U.G.S. The new album is available. Like he was saying, it's also available live. It's also available at Hot Topic, correct? And the website for you guys?
Twitter.com/drugs, Facebook.com/drugs, everything else /drugs.
And it's cool, man. Well, thanks a lot for the interview. Make sure and check out the D.R.U.G.S. album and check them out live on Warped Tour 2011. AJ Rivera, the Silver Tongue. Black Pacific at Warped Tour 2011. Phoenix. Welcome to the hot.
I can swear, right?
How has the response been so far on Warped Tour 11?
It's cool. We're getting out there. You know, we're a brand new band, just trying to get our name out there for people. And but people that do show up have been really fired up, and you know, it's super fun. We've been doing this a long time. All of us have been on Warped Tour several times. So
Yeah.
we know what to expect.
Awesome. And for the listeners and watchers out there, tell us a little bit about your guys' musical style and some of the inspiration behind your guys' music.
Well, I was in a band called Pennywise for years, so we kind of came from the SoCal skate surf punk scene, along with bands like Bad Religion and Rancid, NoFX, and Marks and Dropkick Murphys. So 2 bands that have been out in the Warped Tour for years and years. So that's the type of music we play. It's got some old school punk and some new school in there as well. And you know, it's the bands like that are few and far between on this tour now, but still there's some great bands out there, and it's cool to see that there's a real wide blend of bands on this version of the Warped Tour. So we're having a lot of fun.
It's an awesome community that you know, just everyone's involved in. It's a giant circus of punk rock. Who knows? There's country bands on here now, and there's bubblegum pop kids. It's awesome. It's just a wide variety of stuff. And it's just everyone's. It's cool when everyone's friendly. Some people you get the prick every once in a while.
That's me. I usually screw things up for everybody.
But you know, it's a really cool vibe to be floating around on the tour, the whole country and stuff. You just get that vibe of camaraderie and stuff. So.
Well, it's like you'll just like walking around, you know, you get to see a band you've never heard of, like the band called Bad Rabbits.
Yeah, I just saw this band Bad Rabbits like a little while ago.
It was just like funk and R&B, and like to hear that, and with a bunch of screaming going on there, and then you see all of a sudden there's this R&B band who's just killing it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's cool. Like, hey, I'm a fan. You know, within 5 minutes. So.
Awesome. So you guys are finding bands out here that you didn't know about, and
Gavin likes to call some of the screamo bands what is it, the Fire in the Pet Shop?
Fire. I didn't coin that, but it, you know, I think it's an accurate description sometimes. Trying to be very PC.
I like everybody wanting to do their own thing or copying somebody else's thing, whatever, you know, if you put your balls out there on the line like that. So excuse me, sorry.
Or your lack of balls.
Balls or lack thereof. You know, what do you think some of the pros and the cons of the new recording technology has for music?
Well, we just did our next album on our iPhones this morning.
I think there's definitely a lot of pros and cons. Like, it just depends on how you do it. If you're manipulating the music to where you just couldn't pull it off in the studio, but you're like, oh, let's do this. Like, say for drums, for instance, like sometimes you just go through and just break down the song so much to a grid, it's almost like they suck the life out of it. And the dude really can't do that live. But then you go see the band live, and then you're just kind of like, oh, what happened? But then there's other ways. It's like you don't have to have a giant tape machine in your room, and it's pretty quick to make stuff happen. You can have it all right here. You can travel with it. So that's the definite upside to it, which definitely needs to be embraced, I think, and it has been. Just the other side of it is where it gets kind of iffy.
Yeah, you just hope like live music and live recording continues. It doesn't get completely thrown off the wayside.
Exactly. So what individually, what do you guys each like to do before you hit the stage to kind of shake out the nerves and prepare mentally for the show?
Tybo.
Tybo. He likes Tybo.
The Nordic track we have on tour. We clunk our heads together and just kind of, you know, huddle around and make sure, you know, we're in the right game and on the same page.
I like to get mellow. I like to really, like, just because we play really fast, aggressive, like, it's not all really fast, but for some weird reason, like, I just like to just conserve my energy.
It's like to zen out a little bit.
Yeah, do some yoga too, get some stretches on and stuff.
I try to find my picks and tune my guitar. I haven't been playing guitar that much, so I try to like find my chords in my tuner. And I haven't been to 2 shows. I haven't been able to tune my guitar right, so I'm hoping today's the day.
Well, it was great talking to you guys. Make sure and check their album out on iTunes.
Please don't steal it.
And all the normal, go pick it up on vinyl. That's what I did. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for the interview. It's going to be on the Silver Tongue online.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys.
Black Pacific, check it.